Which celebrity, dead or alive, are you convinced you could pull?
Oh, who's that beautiful girl that hosts that street show in New York where they ask if you're okay?
Shut the What is something you can't be convinced isn't true?
Everybody's a gay. Everybody's a little bit gay. Everyone's kind of pretending all the time that they're not. I'm speaking mostly to the boys. The ladies know what's up. But the boys are like, oh no, I would never do this. Really? Do you all the time? Well, that's a in your hand and you're making yourself so kind of the gayest of all time. And as a bisexual, yeah, I love that stuff. Guys I'm talking about are like, oh, I go bowling when it's not my friend's birthday. You know, it's like those guys, like, you're gay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or like anyone who plays baseball. That sport is the gayest sport ever. It's a bunch of sexy Midwesterners and hot Dominicans.
Heavy on the hot Dominicans.
Heavy on the hot Dominicans. They're all wearing jock straps. Is that not the gayest uniform of all time? You got, tops and bottoms of every single inning. There's a 40-man active roster, which means there's a few people that are passive watching. And you literally reach into your own ass to pull out a that you in your own mouth. I can't be wrong here, you know?
Saying things I've never thought of before. Did you play any sports growing up?
I did. I played baseball.
Well, nice. Okay, cool. How gay is every person, like on the Kinsey scale?
I'm not really good with like math or numbers or or really anything at all that requires any sort of knowledge. Brain don't always work too good.
Yup. Period. What is one thing that's legal that should be illegal?
Look, I am a liberal person myself, but to be a liberal is so cringe and it's so embarrassing. We've got no marketing, we've got no identity. We're out there like, we're kind of like yossing and slaying, but like, where is the action, you know? We get nothing done. And then we chat about it, and then we're kind of like, woo, and we're kind of like bootsing it down, but then nothing is happening, and then they're actually reverse bootsing us back.
You are right, you are right.
I think I'd be a great candidate for American president. What's my stance on abortion? I don't know, probably something like this.
What is your elevator pitch?
Going up. No. They're not going to show it off camera, but the crew is cracking up right now.
We're not.
I'll be real, when there's laughs, there's laughs. Right now, there was no laughs.
Okay. But my other elevator pitch? Oh, Coke Zero? No. Coke 1 billion. What about 1 billion grams of sugar? Just a whiff of that will kill you. We also have Chickweed liquid chicken to put as a protein substitute into your smoothies for all my boys trying to make gains in a straight way. And then also avocado juice. It's the first avocado-based martial art energy drink. Think about it. Do you know any?
No.
Yeah.
I couldn't name any of those.
The market is wide open.
Yeah.
And then there's also the Monster Energy vape. That will legally kill you.
That has to exist. That has to exist.
Well, look, with your investment and now this is support, I think we can make it happen.
Who owes you an apology?
The security team at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles. I was removed from the venue because they thought I was an unhoused person. Now, to be fair, I was dressed in my character, which is an oversized suit with my shirt and my underwear. My shoes are duct taped to my feet. I'm wet. I've got a rubber chicken, handcuffs, an ankle monitor. I get it. But I was, to be fair, on the premises softening my apples, which is a technique that I know sounds worse than it is. But it's basically just I take apples that I have in my pockets and I bash them against the wall to soften them so that when I hit them with my microphone, like every comedian does, they explode better. I then actually did so bad on that set, my friend came on stage to support me, my friend Natalie, I love you, thank you for being there. And she put her fingers in my mouth by accident and she touched something gross on the table and I threw up on stage. And then I picked it up and I put it in my pocket and I walked out and
The vomit?
The vomit, and I've not been back since.
How did you pick up your vomit with your hand?
I scooped it, and then I put it in my pocket, and then I faked a phone call to my mom telling her that I did a really good job. So if the improv is booking or the Comedy Cellar is looking, I'm a family-friendly act, any bar mitzvahs, any sort of like fun family cruise, company, corporate event, I'm your guy.
I gotta see you live, brother.
I'm a really good live performer.
I've heard. Hype me up like you're a bar mitzvah DJ.
Get it up, it's Ripley's Bereave It or Not. Or hey, come on down, enjoy some of our cooling liquids at Bed Bath & Beyond. Or to infinity and beyond, obviously, of course. And then we're playing like, oh.
Shalom. If you were a bat mitzvah like hype person, you know how you have them? What would your song be?
So maybe my pump-up song for a bar mitzvah is Sandstorm. Da-da-da-da-da.
That was my college song.
Was it really?
Not my personal college song. That was like the song of my college, and you would just take a towel and spin it in circles.
Okay.
Let's move on. What am I asking?
Give me what's the wildest rumor you've ever heard about yourself?
Okay, how appropriate am I allowed this to be?
Have you been appropriate at all?
No, I don't. I don't know if any of this is usable.
We don't talk about typically on the show.
Well, hey, you said it. I have not said yet.
Surely you totally did.
Let's roll the tapes. Well, that's a in your hand, and you're making yourself. You said first.
Editors include.
What is the wildest rumor you've ever heard about yourself?
There was a rumor going around that I had a micro. Now, that cannot be true because macro is like macaroni, and that is way more the size of it. So it's more of a macro. But I used to do a comedy show where I would strip at the end.
What did said striptease look like?
It was a lot of like showing shoulder and like, some body rolls, kind of like bringing it back up and down, taking my shoe off, pretending to smell it, like throwing up, throwing it in the crowd. A lot of diva moves,
What is one thing you should be canceled for?
Hopefully nothing, but if it is something that I will say that I was close to wearing a shirt today that was a bit provocative, I was gonna wear one that said, I came here to drink and I'm almost done drinking.
So wait, why aren't you wearing it?
It's for a 15-year-old, so it's a little small.
What is one thing you wish people knew about you?
It's not that I wish they knew this, they just do, but a few New Year's ago, I asked the girl I was seeing for 6 months to be my girlfriend, and she said no, because she just didn't have time for it, and that she had to take a steak to the party that we were going to. And then, so I obviously cried. She left, and I was like, well, I shouldn't go. But then I just couldn't not go because I felt worse. So then I went to this party. You know when you walk into a room and everybody knows exactly what just happened?
Yeah.
And then this case, it's like, hey, I just asked your friend to be my girlfriend and she said no, and then so we're all pretending it's okay. It's all these like really cool, sceney people that like suck but make you feel bad. And then I realized I'm severely allergic to cats, and there was a cat in there. I was then in there like suffocating from the cat allergies, soaking wet in a suit that was too small. I was not in shape. And then we shared the most loveless kiss at New Year's that we had kissed all time. And then at 8 in the morning, I took a flight back to Los Angeles, and then the fire started. So
Oh my.
kind of like a devastating timeline.
My verdict is in, and you're not okay.
But you know what? It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not be okay. God, okay, let me take that one back.
I was like, it'll get funny now.